Hey everybody, happy Saturday. I'm feeling much better. Actually, the rain just stopped like 5 minutes ago and the sun has come out, and I'm happy to see it because literally it rained every day last week. And as I mentioned in my brief catch up of the previous day, rain, it's nice if you're indoors listening to it on the windows and stuff and, just all cozy with a blanket or whatever. But I find since I've gotten older, a lot of rain just makes me tired. So I ended up getting back in bed around 3 o'clock yesterday. Anyway, what I watched while I was in bed, it wasn't anything new. It was something I'd seen before, actually. The 2011 version, done by the British director Andrea Arnold, of Wuthering Heights. There have been, since I think it was 1920 that the first one was made, numerous remakes and miniseries of Wuthering Heights. I have to say, my favorite is the 2011 version. Now, if you don't like a lot of silences, or if you're not a fan of the Moors, then I suggest you not watch this version. I loved it because, to me at least, it was true to the book. In the book, Heathcliff is a gypsy. And the person who's playing the young Heathcliff and the old Heathcliff in this, there's two different people. They have the swarthy gypsy complexion, so that was more realistic. It's filmed on location in the North Yorkshire Moors. I fell in love with the Moors a long time ago. Pretty much everything, UK through books. The Bronte sisters, the Austens, Thackeray, Dickens, and the Moors have just always fascinated me for their vastness and their emptiness, which is probably why Glencoe is my favorite place in all of Scotland, but I digress. The film begins with Mr. Earnshaw bringing home a poor boy of unknown origins. The boy is obviously black, possibly a gypsy, but from the moment he's brought home, there's tension between the boy, who gets named Heathcliff by Kathy's father. Kathy is the female protagonist, and she's about 8 or 10 when Heathcliff comes to live with them. Anyway, her and Heathcliff form an intensely close relationship, which her brother, Kathy's brother Henley, does not like. And he takes every opportunity to physically abuse Heathcliff or refer to him as a monkey or the N-word. So eventually, the father dies. And Henley, who had been sent off to school, is forced to return home and assume the running of the farm. And the first thing he does upon returning home is banish Heathcliff to the barn with the rest of the animals, where you belong, he says. Then he sets about trying to clean his sister Kathy up, who has been running wild while he was at school, and her father saw fit to just let her be. So her and Heathcliff ran all over the moors, wild and free, and the movie makes a lot of uses. It makes good use of silence because there's not a lot of dialogue. What there is, though, that's my phone. What there is, though, is an atmospheric use of the scenery. She uses the changing seasons on the moors to reflect the different moods of the characters and things that are going on. And this is done with great effect. Additionally, I find the use of silence to be effective. They don't need to talk. The close-ups are done in such a way, in conjunction with the stunning scenery, the backdrop of the moors, that you can tell, you can look at both characters' faces and tell exactly what emotions each of them are feeling, together or separately. At any rate, if you've read the book, then you know how the story goes. Or maybe you've seen one of the many film versions of this. I can say I'm glad I rediscovered the 2011 version of this, which I repeat is done by Andrea Arnold. Wuthering Heights, originally conceived of by Emily Bronte, and it will forever have a place in my heart because the tagline for the movie is right. Love is a force of nature. Have a good day, everybody. Thanks as always for tuning in. Bye for now.